Little things that make me feel loved. Well, my love languages are touch and words of affirmation. So I like cuddles and people telling me sweet things. Definitely the hardest song to write was First Man because I was crying while writing it. Like literally had to go to the bathroom and just weep for like every 30 minutes that I was writing and like doing my freestyle thing to that song. And here's how I get my makeup done. Patrick Ta and Dimitri, whoop whoop. My tattoo, yeah. I didn't put enough moisturizer on it, and it's fading, so I have to get it retouched. I was surprised at my pain tolerance with the tattoo, but I think if you've gotten a bikini wax, you know real pain. Am I right, ladies? Am I right? I think that love or romance affects my life positively in that I think it just makes me get to know myself more. I think anytime you're with another person, it actually teaches you a lot about yourself. And obviously, being in love is the best feeling in the entire world. And negatively, that it's just the strongest feeling in the entire world. So you really feel everything intensely. You feel fear intensely. You feel hurt intensely. Mama, so you're going to have to help me answer this one.
Yeah.
So, Anna had her heart broken. Now she has a hard time believing in love. What advice would you give to people who need to overcome pain and rediscover the magic of love? It wasn't supposed to happen because that wasn't the person for you.
Exactly.
So that's great. That's great news. Now we move on and we find the person that is right for you, and that person will make you rediscover the magic of love.
I agree.
I would say the main difference between romance and Camila is that romance has a lot more detail because there was more life that was lived. You know what I mean? On tour, I mean, I'm the most excited I've ever been for tour because this album is really, no, I was shouting you out. This album is so much a visual album, and the whole theme of kind of leaving Earth to be in this world of love and passion and intensity, and this museum of love stories in heaven is going to be sick. I definitely think kindness for me is the trait that I most look for in somebody that I'm with. I feel like when somebody's really kind or when somebody's a really good person, I think that is the most beautiful, attractive quality somebody can have. And then everything else besides that is a bonus. I think everybody feels that, so you're not alone in that. I feel like, that feeling doesn't really go away, and you just have to kind of accept it. But I think also you have to be like, at the end of the day, it is true what that quote says. It's better to have loved and lost than to never have loved at all. And even when that does happen, you never really regret being with someone, or it doesn't take away from the joy that you're experiencing with them now. Well, I used to do this a lot, but I can tell you that really falling in love with a person and getting to know them and it being kind of more real love as opposed to infatuation is actually a lot more exciting and beautiful. And infatuation is fun too, but it's in your mind. And real love just has more, it just goes deeper than that. The most important thing you can do in a relationship is constantly be asking yourself, how can I make the other person happy? How can I make the other person's life better? How can I, add to this person's life and this person's happiness? How can I love them better? How can I show them I love them? How can I be there for them? How can I care for them? I think that, like in a lot of things in life, once you kind of take it out of what can I get from this person, and instead you make it about how can I give to this person, and the other person hopefully has the same mentality about you, then there's more happiness, I think, and more love. My favorite song I wrote for the album, probably my favorite song I've written in my career, is First Man, and I wrote it in Nashville when I was talking about my dad and how I was in my first serious relationship, and my dad had always kind of seen me as his little girl who never really brought a boy home, and I was a pretty late bloomer and just really kind of innocent for a really, really long time, and had never you know, he had never seen me had to kind of grow up that way before, and I think he was really sensitive when I did and when I was in my first relationship, and it was just really like vulnerable and sensitive about it. And the song is me kind of talking about how his love for me has shaped me into the person that I am, and yeah, it makes me cry every time.